Well, the whole talk about this movie is going to be about as mature as the conversation surrounding the sequel trilogy or the Halloween reboot. Let's do it! 28 years later is a brand new 2025 horror film directed by Danny Boyle, starring Aaron Taylor Johnson, Jodie Comer, and Alfie Williams. And I was very, very excited for this movie. I hadn't seen the first two movies until just recently, but the first trailer for this movie is legitimately one of the greatest trailers ever made, in my opinion. Using the 1915 recording of the poem Boots, absolutely phenomenal choice. Whoever made that first trailer deserves to work on every trailer. That's just how good that trailer was. It got me excited for this movie. It got me interested in checking out the first two. And, well, I saw it, so let's go ahead and talk about this thing, starting off with the good. And honestly, there seems to be two camps on this movie. There seems to be the camp that really loves this movie and the camp that really hates this movie. I tend to fall more into the camp that really likes this movie. So, like I said, good, starting off with it. I really enjoy our cast here. First of all, Aaron Taylor Johnson plays the father of this family that we're focusing on. And I thought that he was really good. I'm a big fan of Aaron Taylor Johnson. He's really come to his own as an actor over the past few years, Kraven the Hunter notwithstanding. Yeah, really enjoyed him here. I thought he was very charismatic, very interesting. Really loved him. Jodie Comer as well. She plays the mother of this family, and I thought that she was probably the best part about this family. I thought that her performance was really good. It was really heartbreaking knowing what this character is going through in this movie. Really enjoyed what she did here. Really good performance from her. Alfie Williams plays the son of this family. And honestly, a child performance, especially in a horror movie, can make or break the entire movie. Personally, I really like what Alfie Williams does here. He is, along with Jodie Comer, the heart and soul of this movie, and he seems to be the character we're going to be focusing on in part 2 and part 3, because this is the first part of a new trilogy. But yeah, really enjoyed what he did here. Really excited to see where they go with him in the sequel. Finally, the last cast member I want to talk about is Ralph Fiennes. And this is a character that was in the marketing, and you kind of expect him to be there the whole time, but really, he doesn't really get a role in this movie until the third act. But when he comes on screen, I really enjoyed the story that they come up with for this character. And it's a different role for Ralph Fiennes, because he's usually playing the villain roles. He really plays a really kind-hearted type character in this movie, and I thought there was a really good change of pace for him. I really enjoyed the emotion and the kindness that Ralph Fiennes shows through this role. Really, really good. I really hope he comes back for the next movie. I don't remember if he's cast in the next movie yet, but really hope he's in it. Yeah, really enjoyed him. The story here, personally, I liked it. The first one was a straight-up horror movie that focused on human connection and finding connection within a disaster like a zombie apocalypse. The second movie is a straight-up action movie, and this one goes back to the roots of the original, where it's more of a family drama, and I actually really enjoyed the family drama aspect of this movie. Seeing how all three of these members of this family interact, how they interact with one another, how they interact separately. Really enjoyed what they did there. And yeah, there's a lot of emotion into it, and just really enjoyed it. And I also really enjoyed the Bone Temple sequence with Ralph Fiennes. You see the Bone Temple in pretty much all the trailers. It's on the posters. And I really enjoy what the Bone Temple represents in this movie. I'm not going to spoil it because it is a very touching meaning of why the Bone Temple exists, what it means. really, really beautiful little sequence in that movie. If you've seen it, you probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, really enjoyed that. The editing is fantastic. I really love how when there's a kill, there's like 3 shots of it from different angles. Just really got that style of the original 28 Days Later really well. The action is really good. I highly enjoyed the action here. You get new types of zombies in this movie. You get the regular ones. You get introduced to crawlers, who were the fatter ones who kind of crawl on the ground. You see them in the trailer. And then you get the alpha zombies, who are kind of like the leader of the pack that they live near. And I really enjoy what they did there. And honestly, they kind of brought a little more humanity to the zombies in this movie. And I just really enjoyed how they did that. The emotion, like I said, in this movie, really good. The set designs are fantastic. Even past the Bone Temple, you get a lot of really great designs. You get this village that the main family is living in at the beginning of the movie. I thought that it's a very unique design on the interiors of each building and how they get to and from the mainland. Really interesting there. Yeah, there's just a lot of great stuff. The score even was really good. I enjoyed the score, and I'm really glad that they used boots in this movie. It's all over the trailers, so I was going to be a little disappointed had they not used it in the movie, but I really enjoyed how they used it. For the one scene they used it in, I thought it was very effective, so points there. That's about all for the good. On to the bad. And this one thing has the opportunity to either move to the good section when the second movie comes out, or stay here in the bad section, depending on how this specific choice is utilized in the sequel. I don't really care for the last 4 minutes of this movie. For the entire runtime of this movie, we get horror elements, and we get a drama about a family falling apart in the midst of this tragedy. And then we get introduced to these new characters who, really the best way I can describe it is the Teletubbies started a tracksuit mafia. And it just felt like a weird tonal shift to have these characters. Now, I have read some stuff. Apparently these characters specifically were inspired by Jimmy Savile. I don't know anything about Jimmy Savile outside of the fact that he was an absolutely terrible person, so I don't really care to know about him. But yeah, this ending just felt like a weird tonal shift. Again, the second movie apparently comes out in January, so we'll see how this ending holds up come January. If we get our January release date, I have been burned twice so far, 2 years in a row, by Part 1 movies. First, you got Across the Spider-Verse. I love the cliffhanger to that movie. It was supposed to come out, the second part was supposed to come out the following year. It's not coming out till 2027 now. I was burned by the cliffhanger in Horizon Chapter 1 last year. I said I'm going to have to see Part 2 to see if I'm going to continue. And now we don't even know if Part 2 is even coming out. So I'm not holding my breath for the Part 2 to actually make the January release date. Maybe it will. Maybe I will eat my words. But yeah, right now, this ending just doesn't do it for me. It's a very Part 1 ending. So yeah, that's about it for the bad. On to the final thoughts. I did really enjoy this movie. I thought that this was a really good entry and a reintroduction into this franchise and this world. I'm really excited for Part 2, but I'm not exactly holding my breath for it to make the January release date, but we'll see. 28 Years Later is a fun enough reintroduction to the 28 Days Later franchise. It's got some real good emotion and action, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. So that's my thoughts on 28 Years Later. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about it if you've seen it. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.